Hello, today I will be discussing the types of speech delivery in public speaking, along with the disadvantages and advantages that come with each one. Understanding these differences will help us make informed choices as we prepare and present our speeches throughout the course. First up is extemporaneous speaking, which tends to be one of the most comfortable styles to work with. Extemporaneous delivery is frequently misunderstood, so it's important to acknowledge that this type of delivery is not improvised and it's not winging it. It requires thorough preparation where you will research your topic carefully, organize your ideas with intention, and practice your delivery from a keyword outline. What sets it apart is that you are not committing every word to memory. Instead, you are taking on the content well enough to speak it naturally. So what does that look like in practice? You've got your notes to keep you on track, but the exact words you use might shift a little each time you deliver the speech, and that is entirely done by design. The biggest advantage of this style is flexibility. You can read the room, respond to audience reactions, and adjust on the fly. If something isn't landing the way you expected, then you can pivot. If time is running short, you can trim. It also allows you to speak with genuine passion because when you're not glued to a script, your personality has room to come through. The challenge, however, is that it demands focus. You have to stay mentally engaged the entire time. And if you lose your train of thought, you can't just fall back on a detailed script. Therefore, good notes and solid preparation are your safety nets. Next is impromptu speaking. This is the style with the least preparation time, and sometimes no preparation at all. You're basically thinking on your feet in real time, and honestly, this comes up more than we think. For example, a coworker calls on you in a meeting, or a professor asks for your take during a class discussion, or maybe during a community event, you find yourself out there and you feel compelled to speak up. The advantage, it's natural and authentic. There's no barrier between your thoughts and your words. And it also forces you to trust yourself, which over time builds confidence. The disadvantage is pretty obvious. Without preparation, your structure and delivery can seriously suffer. You might ramble, lose your point, or forget something important. The best way to get better at this is just practice. Take every opportunity you can to speak without a net. Now let's talk about manuscript speaking. This is the more formal end of the spectrum. Manuscript speaking means you've written out your speech word for word, and you deliver it exactly as written. You will recognize this style in major political addresses such as the State of the Union, for example, or commencement speeches, or any situation where your exact wording actually matters, like if your remarks might be recorded or quoted by the media. The advantages here are precision and control. You can choose every word carefully, manage your timing down to the second, and make sure your most important ideas are phrased exactly the way you want them to be, which leaves no room for ambiguity. The trade-off, though, if you're not careful, this type of speaking can feel stiff or disconnected. Reading from the script makes it harder to maintain eye contact and respond to your audience. To mitigate this, manuscript speakers must rehearse extensively. So don't stop at simply reading the text out loud. You've got to practice a lot. Enough that you're not just robotically reading, but actually connecting with the people in the room. And finally, memorize speaking. This one is exactly what it sounds like. You memorize the entire speech and deliver it without any notes at all. It's pretty rare these days, but you might encounter it in formal speaking competitions, a wedding toast, or a brief tribute at a special event. The advantage is that it can feel polished and fluid when it's done well. No papers, no notes, just you and the audience. The challenge, though, is pretty significant. Memorizing a full speech takes serious time and concentration. And if you blank on one line, there's no outline to fall back on. One slip can throw you off your entire flow. So, to wrap it up, each delivery style has its place. Extemporaneous is your go-to for most situations. Impromptu keeps you sharp and adaptable. Manuscript is great when precision is everything. And memorize works best for short, high-stake moments. The key is knowing which tool to reach for and practicing enough that you feel confident using any of them. Overall, keep in mind that effective delivery is not about perfection. It's about preparation, intentionality, and connection with your audience. Thanks for watching.